Yes, very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to online physics class, grade 8. Yes, dear students, today just I am going to start foundation for you. It means fundamentals in physics. Today just I will start fundamentals. It is a first class now, so in IIT for class grade 8. So first we have to revise what are the different fundamentals in physics I am going to discuss with you, dear students. See, first I want to discuss with you about physical quantities. What is that? Physical quantities. Physical quantities. What do you mean by physical quantities? What do you mean by physical quantities? See, dear students, all measurable quantities, any quantity is measurable, those quantity we call physical quantity. So, any quantity is measurable, any quantity is measurable, any quantity is measurable, those quantities are called those quantities are called those quantities are called physical quantities. Physical quantities. So for example, length. Length is physical quantity or not? Absolutely physical quantity. Using a meter scale or using tape, we can measure this length. Right? For example, if you want to calculate what is the length of your room, so using tape, you can find a length of your room. For example, if you find a length of your book and using a meter scale, you can find a length of your book, right? And for example, if you find length of your height using tape, you can find your height. So this all then we can say that it is a measurable quantity. So it is a measurable quantity means it is one of the physical quantity. For example, if you take mass, for example, if you are going to a shop, you are asking, I want 2 kg a mass of tomato or onions, like that. So then how they will give? They are using a kg coin, half kg coin, 2 kg coin. They will be there. So then we can say using this mass also measurable quantity. For example, if you take time. So for example, your friend asking what is the time now. So using you can see, you can watch, then you can easily tell a time. So it is also measurable quantity. So anything is measurable, those quantities are called physical quantities. So one is the length, mass, time. See, actually physical quantities or physical quantities are classified into physical quantities are classified into two types right? So one is scalar quantities, and the second one is what? Vector quantities. Scalar quantities and vector quantities. What do you mean by scalar quantities? So first I want to discuss that. Scalar quantities. Scalar quantities. Scalar quantities means physical quantities which having physical quantities which having only magnitude, which physical quantities which having only magnitude, those without direction, only magnitude without direction is called without direction, is means or because quantities mentioned, it means I mentioned plural, so are called scalar quantities, are called scalar quantities. Best examples are distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Why? Because here we are not choosing any direction. For example, we are asking how much distance you can travel, right? That time we are not asking, we are not taking any direction. So we are not taking any direction means it is obviously scalar only. You can take speed, you can take mass, right? And you can take pressure. Already told pressure is also scalar quantity. So these all are scalar quantity. If scalar quantities means what? Physical quantities which having only magnitude without direction are called scalar quantities. Examples are distance, speed, mass, pressure, etc. Right? Next, I want to discuss with you what do you mean by vector quantities. Vector quantities. Vector quantities. Physical quantities. Physical quantities which having magnitude is physical quantities which having magnitude and direction. It's having magnitude and direction. Those quantities are called vector quantities. Those quantities are called vector quantities. The best examples are displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, etc. So it having magnitude is there and the direction also there. So those quantities we call vector quantities. So for example, first now I want to give explain one example how a distance is a scalar quantity, how a displacement is a vector quantity. For example, example 1. Calculate the distance and displacement in the below figure. Calculate distance and displacements in the below figure. For example, I am taking one right angle triangle, right? One right angle triangle I am taking. So for example, I am taking this, it is a A, it is a B, it is a C. But I know AB equal to 3 meter and BC equal to 4 meter. So here you can calculate a distance and displacement. See, actually just you have to consider a person is starting from here. It is a initial position and it is a final position. So he reaching from A to B and B to C will reach like that. Or else one short way also there, this is AC short way. So here I want to calculate distance. Distance is nothing but what means total path length covered by that person. Total length covered by the person. Total length covered by the person is said to be distance. Here total length covered by the person is nothing but what? See, from A to B and B to C. So it is a total path from here to here and again from here to here. So this is a total path length covered by that person. We said it is a distance. So it is nothing but distance is equal to AB plus BC. Then it is automatically 3 meter plus 4 meter. Then it is a 7 meter. See, here we are not choosing any direction. See, from A to B is moving and B to C is moving, right? So then here there is no direction. So it is just he is moving for total path length. So then there is no direction we are taking. Then distance, it is here only we are choosing 7 meter. It is a scalar quantity only. Now I want to calculate displacement. How we can calculate displacement? So it is A to C. It is shortest distance between initial position to final position, we said it is a displacement. What is the meaning of displacement? Displacement means shortest distance between shortest distance between initial position of the body to the final position is said to be displacement. So here what is the shortest distance? A to C is the shortest distance. So then here displacement is AC. But what is the displacement? We don't know the displacement. But we can see here there is a right angle triangle will be there. So right angle triangle is there means we can use Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to adjacent square plus side square. So here hypotenuse is nothing but AC, adjacent is AB and the side is BC. Then it is AC whole square by AB whole square plus BC whole square. But we don't know AC, right? But we know AB is 3 meter and BC is a 4 meter. Then 3 square and plus 4 square. 3 square is nothing but what? 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. Then AC whole square. Then 9 plus 16 how much? 25. Then AC is nothing but root 25. What is the square root of 25? 5. Right? So this is a displacement here. So I hope everyone understood this one, dear students.